Thanks so much for being here today on the steps of City Hall on just a glorious day in our great city. The University of Sioux Falls and yes, Augustana College, they have a very, very long and incredibly vibrant history in the city of Sioux Falls. They really work to improve the quality of life of our town. They've provided a wonderful place to work and to learn. Every year they have a solid crop of young men and women that help provide the employers in town with a great workforce. They provide so much commercial and economic development for our town. And yes, a bevy of opportunities for all the people of Sioux Falls and South Dakota and this region to enjoy. Well, sports is certainly a big, big part of those opportunities. And yes, folks, there is a rivalry that we've been just chomping at the bit to have happen in our great city. And guess what? Now, folks, it is happening. We want to tell you about a new competition that I'm incredibly excited about that will bring a whole new level of excitement to the city of Sioux Falls. It will bring out the best in education. It'll bring out the best in stewardship. It'll bring out the best in teamwork. And yes, the best in competition. To help us explain what this is all about, I would like to introduce the University of Sioux Falls Director of Athletics, Mr. Kevin Hesser. Kevin?
Well, about probably February last year, I gave Brian Miller a call from Augustana with an idea of an all-sport challenge. And I called him and we got together, and here he presented me a full list of some opportunities that we could explore with the all-sport challenge. And so it's true, great minds do think alike. USF and Augie were right on the same page in getting this thing started. Then we met with the mayor, and Mayor Huther, it was a no-brainer. He said, absolutely, I want to be a part of this and be happy to be honored to have it named the Mayor's Cup. And so, before I get into it, first I want to recognize our sponsor of the Mayor's Cup, which is First Dakota National Bank, Michael Ness. Thank you very much for your generosity, and thank you for sponsoring this competition. Both Augustana College and the University of Sioux Falls produces a lot of graduates that are employed by First Dakota National Bank. And so we're happy that they are giving back to this program, and it should be a great event for the community. But the Mayor's Cup is an all-sport challenge between the athletic departments of Augustana and the University of Sioux Falls. The concept is to enhance and ensure the excitement of this rivalry extends throughout the year. Every sport is weighed equally so that every game counts. Each year, a single point will be awarded to each of the 16 common sports that both University of Sioux Falls and Augustana sponsor. For instance, the winner of Saturday's football game will earn 1 point for their school. In the case of sports that play multiple times in a year, a fraction of a point will be awarded per game. And so in the case of baseball and softball who play double headers, each game will count as half a point, so that in total, baseball and softball will each be awarded 1 point for their school. And for schools that do not compete head-to-head, the winner of that point in that sport will go to the school who places highest in the conference standings. This competition goes beyond athletics. A point will be awarded to the school whose GPA, student-athlete GPA, is the highest. And then twice a year, USF and Augustana will partner in a community challenge. This year, both schools will host simultaneous blood drives, and the point will go to whichever school generates the most blood contribution donations to the community blood bank. And there's a total of 19 points available with all those accounted for. The Mayor's Cup is not the only all-sport challenge of this kind. Iowa State, Arizona State, Clemson, and South Carolina all have similar competitions. But what's unique about the Mayor's Cup is that it's between two schools in one community. The the City of Sioux Falls has been very supportive of both the University of Sioux Falls and Augustana College. And so on behalf of the University of Sioux Falls and the athletic department, I'd like to thank Mayor Mike Huther, First Dakota National Bank, Sioux Falls Area Chamber of Commerce, and the community of Sioux Falls for their support of these schools, athletic departments, and the Mayor's Cup. And now I'd like to welcome to the stage Jeff Holm, Associate Director of Athletics for Augustana College.
Thank you. Firstly, Bill Gross sends his apologies. I know you camera guys are used to seeing a tall, skinny guy. Opposite right now. Bill is in Colorado. He had a scheduled visit with his son, Chris, and had some sort of issue at the airport that he didn't tell me about yet, so that'll be an interesting story. I'm glad Kevin just told everybody about the Mayor's Cup in case people have seen it around and were wondering. If any of you are like me, I'm an old baseball guy. I coach baseball, so get in your baseball mode here. First time I saw we were going to have a Mayor's Cup, thought about it, I thought to myself, do we really want to talk about the Mayor's Cup? That was a game time decision. I should have not gone with it. Bill sent me a note this morning to talk to. Firstly, he wanted to make sure, as Kevin did a nice job of thanking the sponsors, and Mayor Huther and Evan Nolte with Sioux Falls Chamber of Commerce, Ken Versteeg from the Sioux Falls Community Blood Bank, and also want to thank Mike Ness, as Kevin did, and Dan Stoudemire from First Dakota National Bank. As Kevin said, I want to talk about the community a little bit. The Mayor's Cup will certainly provide a keen interest, this is Bill's words, a keen interest among fans and the community in the year-long athletic competition between Augustana and USF. The true value of the Mayor's Cup extends well beyond the athletic competition between these two institutions. The true value of the Mayor's Cup is in informing and promoting the community of Sioux Falls. How great it is to have these two schools in this town. And let's just take a moment and consider these points if you put the two schools together. There are over 3,300 students in attendance this year at Augustana and USF. There are over 600 faculty and staff who currently work at Augustana and USF. These two institutions are an important employer and importer of talent for the community of Sioux Falls. A high number of graduates of both institutions will remain in Sioux Falls after graduation. The graduates of Augustana and USF become productive employees for numerous businesses in Sioux Falls and also become leaders of the community. The economic impact Augie and USF have on Sioux Falls is substantial. Students and employees spend their dollars in this community, and both institutions sponsor numerous events which bring people into Sioux Falls for day and overnight trips. These folks also spend their money in Sioux Falls, which benefits us all. The overall value to the quality of life these two institutions bring to Sioux Falls is a tremendous benefit for the citizens of Sioux Falls. So Grow would like to finish up saying, I hope you keep these things in mind as you follow the Mayor's Cup competition this year. Thank you all for coming. Have a great day, and we'll probably see a lot of you on Saturday. I would like to take a moment here to introduce Evan Nolte. Evan's with the Sioux Falls Chamber of Commerce, and thanks for being here today.
Thank you, and welcome to all of you. Mayor Huther, Mike Ness, First Dakota National Bank, University of Sioux Falls, Augustana College. We're so thrilled to be part of this competition and support it. As has been said, and I want to reinforce that, what Augustana and USF, University of Sioux Falls, mean to this city and this state is phenomenal. The quality of life in this city, we talk about that a lot. Guess what? One of the biggest assets that we have is education, quality education. And these two great schools really add to that. We thank you again, and we're going to watch this competition with a lot of interest. It's going to be great for the city of Sioux Falls.
In my earlier comments, I talked about the rivalry and how hungry we were for this rivalry to get started. But I want to let you know that this idea started as a collaborative effort. It was done over bacon and eggs and pancakes, and it was USF and Augie working together to try to figure out how this community could benefit. And it was their idea to start the Mayor's Cup, and I'm just so pleased to be part of it. I do want to reiterate another thing about the sponsorship. When I contacted Mike Ness and I told him about this Mayor's Cup idea and whether First Dakota National Bank would be interested in doing this, here were his words, and oh my gosh, they were so unbelievable. We're in. That's it. Simple, clean, dramatic, but all done in the spirit of teamwork, all done in the spirit of Sioux Falls. We're in. And so Mike, again, I want to thank you, Dan Stadema, all the people at First Dakota National Bank for doing this. Folks, this is going to be wonderful. I love it. You know I'm a competitive guy. You know I love the thrill of competition. Yes, there may be a winner and there may be a loser on every one of these events that happen over the year at Augie and at USF, but there is going to be a winner. There's going to be a winner. The winners will be the student athletes, will be the fans, will be Augie, will be USF, and yes, the ultimate winner will be Sioux Falls. So because of that, I want to thank you for making this the Mayor's Cup, and let's have some fun. Go Augie, go USF, go Vikings, go Cougars, go Sioux Falls. Thank you.